Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie, your favorite podcaster. And welcome back to my yarn room. Yay! Yeah, I got my sense of humor back. I'm feeling much better. Still got a little bit of congestion up in here, but a world of difference. Okay, before we get started, I would like to invite anybody who has not already to hit that word subscribe. I only need 12 more subscribers, and I'm at 700. When you do, give the videos a thumbs up, share them if you can, and leave me a comment. Okay, I have a few Lapghans that I need to show y'all. I've been a little bit busy through being sick. I did absolutely no crocheting the first week of my illness. Don't even know what it was. The second week, I did a little bit. Most of this has been within the past couple of days. 4 or 5 days. Okay. I don't even know where to start because there's so many. Alright. I gotta move this one, because that one's for the crochet along. Alright. I finished this one. And this one, I used the Premier Just Yarn Value in the ombre. I don't remember the color name, but it's pretty. Out of the ombres, though, this color I did not like that much, which is odd because I like the color green. But this color felt more like Super Saver than any of the others. The rest of them felt like the Premier Yarn, Just Yarn Values. Real soft and good yarn. This one was stiff and scratchy, and it doesn't feel exactly like Super Saver. It's a little bit softer than that, but it still reminded me of that. Okay, I still got to sew in the ends on this one, so it can't go in that pile. It has to go in that pile. Okay. And I did this one. Well, I got it sideways. Now, this one, I used Caron Colorama Halo. And it took just under 2 cakes. The one that I just showed you, it took just under 2 skeins. And this one, I've sewed in my ends, so I can toss it over here in this pile of finished. Alright, and then we have this one. Now, this one I used, because I got them on sale. An extreme sale. This is actually Red Heart Super Saver. And it is, I think it's an ombre, but anyway, yeah, you can tell the colors fade, but they don't fade that good. I'll have to figure out and tell y'all later if this is an ombre or just a stripe. But anyway, the color name on this one is Blue to Full. I thought that was catchy. I liked it. But it's teals. So, you know, I had to get it when I seen it on sale. You know, me and teal. And I got the end sewed in on that one so it can go over there. Alright, this one is a little bit odd. See the border? Yeah, the border is really wide, but I've got 6 squares in the middle that are the miter squares. And then the border I put around it, of course I did like 2 rows of white. Okay, and then I started with the center of the square and worked my color thing out, and then 2 rows of each one of those colors, and then 2 rows of the white. And I did that border all the way around it. I thought it was unusual, and I was like, okay, yeah, okay. So I got that one complete. Like I said, I've been a little bit busy lately. I'm making up for lost time from being sick. And I've got all my ends sewed in on that one, so it can go in the finished pile. Alright, and then I got some chunky yarn out, and I decided, okay, I'll work with it. And it goes light blue, dark teal, dark blue, and then back to light blue, and then the teal, and then the dark blue, and another Lapghan finished. And I finished sewing in my ends on that one, so it can go in the finished pile. And I've got good news. With all these, because I still got to show y'all 2 more. With all these Lapghans that I've been doing recently, I only need 12 more. And I've got every single one of them. Okay, this one I'm pretty proud of. I think it turned out amazing. Okay. I did the half and half squares. Well, I just showed y'all the back side. This is the front side. Sorry. Because I just did a single crochet running stitch, and I put a white edge around the outside of just single crochets. I wanted this to be simple because I didn't want to take away from the design of the squares. A lot of mine, I want them to be very simple. Okay, so that one's finished. Okay, so I only have one more to show, and like I said, it's for the butterfly crochet along. So before I show the blanket, I want to show the butterfly. Okay, I didn't want to do anything with the outside edge, the background of the butterfly. I didn't want to do anything with it because it's just all browns and tans. But I got to looking at that butterfly real careful, and I was like, okay, that's white, black, and red. Remember, I was struggling with this picture, thinking, what am I going to do with this? I didn't like it at all. But then inspiration hit. And I just pulled the colors just from the butterfly. The black, the white, and the red. And decided, okay, I'm going to crochet them. Y'all want to see what I did? I'm ready to show it. Now, I don't know how many of y'all know about cartoons. A lot of you I know probably have grandbabies. Pokemon. My two kids, when they were little, were obsessed. I mean obsessed with Pokemon. Every single time a new Pokemon movie come out, I took them to the theaters and we watched the Pokemon movie. My daughter remembers all that. I don't know if my son does. I haven't talked to him about that. I need to do that. But they were obsessed with Pokemon. And my granddaughter loves Pokemon also. This blanket that I made, you know the little red, white, and black balls that you throw and catch your Pokemon? It's called a Pokeball. This blanket reminds me of a Pokeball. And you'll see why. If you know anything about Pokemon, this blanket, now I've only undone half of it. The other half looks exactly the same. But this blanket reminds me of a Pokeball. Oh, goodness. And I haven't sewed in my ends on it yet. Alright. So it goes in the unfinished pile. So I got to sew in the ends on those two. And then every one of them's done except for 12. My daughter is currently working on one. And I've already given her the yarn to start another one after that. I don't know if she'll get to it. She's been pretty busy lately. But she's got the yarn. I'm providing the yarn for all of her Lapghans that she's doing. Alright. I'm going to go ahead today and show the picture for the next butterfly. This is for August. Now, I think this is gorgeous because it's got so much color in this picture, it ain't funny. You got all the different shades of green down here. You got pinks and yellows and oranges and all that blue sky, and then all the tans and dark browns of the butterfly. There's a lot you can do picking colors from this. Okay, so that's going to be all for today. And I will meet y'all back here in the next one for another grand adventure right here in Val's Yarn Room. I truly do love each and every single one of y'all to pieces. And do something nice for somebody, even if it's just a smile. All right. I guess there ain't nothing left to say except for get your crochet on. I'm gonna. Bye, y'all.